Hi, I'm Madeline from Sheen Slings, and I'm making this video to review the Reveiw baby, the Reveiw Designs baby carrier, which this is a Bulgarian brand called Reveiw Designs. This is being brought to the UK by Nomad Children, and they've sent me this tester to give it a try. I thought I'd make this video to talk through it and show you some of the features, talk about the pros and cons, and show you how it works and the positions you can use with it. So I'm going to start by talking you through the features from the bottom upwards. And I'm starting at the bottom of the carrier because this is really the part of the carrier that's maybe most unusual, most of its unique selling point. So most carriers tend to have a waistband that goes on like this, but this one actually goes on completely upside down, so we call this apron style. And then apron style has its own pros and cons. One of the pros is it allows you to wear it quite a bit higher relative to where you're going to place baby. So you can put it up really quite high and baby's going to go into the carrier versus a more traditional one where the waistband often sits a little bit lower and then baby goes on top. So if you're someone who finds it more comfortable to wear it high, an apron style carrier can suit you better. It's also really unusual because where there are other apron style carriers, this is quite thickly padded, or at least thickly padded here at the sides, and then very soft here, just 2 layers of woven fabric here, but quite thick padding at the sides. And that's quite unusual. Most apron style carriers are very softly or minimally padded across the sides all the way around. So again, if you're someone who likes a firm waistband but would prefer it to be higher, it's quite a distinct carrier. And then as we come up the panel, so if I flip this up, I'll put a baby in a minute, but if I flip it up so you can see, we've got a pair of adjusters here. And so these adjusters are simply little fabric ties, and you can tighten up and reduce the width of the carrier. And this means this carrier can be reduced for a smaller child, for a smaller baby, and then as they grow it can be let out. And to just get it to fix into position, you need to simply tie a knot. And you can also, the two sides are independent, so, you know, say you had a child with a broken leg or something, and you only needed to adjust one side, you could do that. I do find, when you tie these, they are a little bit slippy. You have to sort of make an effort to get them to stay tight, and if you sort of do as I did and tie a bit of a bow, they tend to, it's quite slippy, they tend to undo quite easily. But if you do a double knot, it can be a challenge to get it back undone. And as we move up the panel, we have next up these ladder lock buckles here, and that again will allow you to tighten, reduce the height of the panel, making it shorter again for a smaller child, or a smaller baby, making it shorter, and then as they grow, you can lengthen this back out. We'll leave it smaller as I'm going to show you this with a smaller baby for now. And then we have a detachable hood, which is quite nice. It's on poppers that attach here on the straps, and it can also come off, so if you're not a fan you can get rid of it. And hiding here beneath the hood is another adjuster, so again you can tighten that carrier to give a sort of snugger fit for a newborn, and then give more space when your child is older. And I should say the panel itself is made of woven fabric from the Reveiw brand, and it's really soft, really soft, really mouldy, really going to fit around baby. So if we just grab a baby, you can see we can put baby in like this, and the panel really supports and moulds around the baby. So in this case I'm just going to let that out a little tiny bit to suit my baby. Check that she's supported from knee to knee, and tighten that up as needed. So now I'm going to do the shoulder straps. So you'll notice the shoulder straps, the moment I've got them in rucksack configuration, I can slip them on, and then it's a matter of reaching behind my back and doing up the strap. So this carrier offers rucksack configuration. So let me do this up and tighten this up. So I'm going to tighten that up. This carrier offers rucksack configuration, And generally I find, so if you can have a look at the back. Generally I find parents either really love rucksack configuration or they prefer crossed. And that tends to be a bit of a universal, some parents really prefer one, others really prefer the other. So if you're someone who likes rucksack configuration, this carrier is likely to be very comfortable on you. It's got quite firmly padded shoulder straps, and they sit quite comfortably on the shoulders. But again, that's going to depend on your individual size and how your shoulders sit, and whether you like firm padding. But it's quite firm but still quite soft and moulding. Yes, so if you like a rucksack configuration, this is a great one. According to the blurb on Nomad Children, this carrier in theory does offer a cross as well. However, I can't do it. And I will show you why. The reason it's theoretically possible to cross is you can undo these straps, so in theory you can cross them, but the buckle is here, not there. So an easy way to cross would be to simply put the buckle here, bring the strap down. Let me undo this one. Bring the strap down and plug it in here, if you can reach it. So normally carriers that offer the cross, they put the buckle here and you can easily reach it. However, I can't reach them. So, and I can't physically get this panel, this one, to that strap without dropping my baby. I can't physically get that strap to that one without dropping my baby in the process. My arms don't work that way, and while some people might find it possible if they were a very petite frame, so the strap wasn't coming in the middle of their back, it was coming further down in a place they could reach, I would say a lot of parents are going to struggle to do it in cross position. So really this is really only offering the rucksack position, so a good option for somebody who does like the rucksack position, but less a good option if you're someone who really likes to cross. So they're the main pros and cons. In terms of the positions, we've seen the front one. The other position this carrier offers is the back one, and it goes on the same way in a rucksack, and we're going to put baby on the back. So to do this, I'm going to redo these up, like so. Take some of the slack out. Same on the other side. You usually set this up before you put your baby in, but fortunately my plastic doll is very forgiving about these things. So I'm just going to get my doll, and notice I am doing this with a newborn doll. You would be unlikely to back carry a newborn in a buckle carrier. It's not normally what people would prefer to do. Normally babies, once they're able to sit independently, are just a bit more successful on their back. But I'm just sort of showing you how it works. So please ignore the tiny doll. So you can see baby is on my back. I'm just going to tighten up these straps by pulling downwards. I should say, but in both directions, it's both on the front and the back, they're very easy to adjust, very easy to tighten and loosen. And we've got this cross strap, it's comfortable. All in all, it's quite comfortable. It is worth noting, it's quite a low carry. Obviously, again, this is a very small baby, but the waistband and the fact that the baby sits lower means it is quite a low carry. On the front, that can be quite helpful, because particularly if you like to wear the waistband high, as the baby grows, they start to encroach on your face, so being able to sit them lower means you can use the front carry for longer. And certainly I'm finding I can still easily front carry my daughter, who's now 2, on my front without it being invasively close to my face, and it's quite a comfortable carrying height. However, on my back, she's much lower than she would usually be, and she doesn't enjoy that. And also, I find it more stressful on my back because it's putting the weight lower, whereas I'm used to it and I prefer it higher. So, definite pros and cons with this carrier. It is a really nice carrier, but it's definitely one that's worth trying on. It will work for some and less so for others, but it's really soft and really lovely. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope it's useful for you if this was a carrier you're considering. Feel free to send me an email, ask me questions, comment below this video. Thank you.